Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the Washington Commanders and the Phillies. The punter Tress Way set to get this one started. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. That's caught, it's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down after a gain of 10. But great effort on his part, pays off with the first down.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down, a run with Barkley. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Hurts. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. New set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running left. This is Barkley. They get to him and take him down after a gain of 3. And that sets up an Eagles first down. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
And there it is. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Brown with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. This one splits himself, set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and it for the first time. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Daniels now. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Daniels pass.
Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
This is Cox, who's inside the 20. He does it! Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Touchdown, Eagles.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. It's a 14-0 game here early. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now Daniels to throw. Finds the in route complete. And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on first.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Here's Daniels. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up third down.
Nate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. And he's going to be taken down back at the 39. And that means it is 4th and 6.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This was not hit well. It's headed for that sideline.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake now hurts to throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 here for Hurts. And that last completion puts him over 100 yards already for the quarter.
48-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right at
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Now Daniels off the play action. He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop him at the 33. Nolan Smith. Great start to this season with a sack. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's third and long. Daniels. This is a heater going deep. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. Make it fourth down. And I think we kind of all knew what was coming. That last sack kind of forced their hand. The best option to extend that drive was to just throw it deep and hope.
I think that's exactly why sacks are so productive for defenses. Is because it does, to your point, force the hand of the offense.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First and 10, offense going three tight ends to the left. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
So first down from the 41.
41-yard line.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
Those are just confidence builders. You know, as a play caller, you love being able to call a run play, see that line of scrimmage move, and gain some real positive yards.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. They go to Barkley again. Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throw here, third down. This one's caught. Smith has it. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that is good for an Eagles first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
They run it with Saquon. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Offense to the line for second down. Hurts setting up to throw. Lemon's got it, left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Saquon. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
I'm not seeing any signs of wear on those legs. In fact, I think this running back likes getting his number called. Eventually, sure, you're going to have to spell him, but right now he's in a pretty good rhythm.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Hurts to throw. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
He finds Brown, right side. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. You set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Throwing here, Hurts. Oh, and he's unable to keep a hold of it through that hit. As that second and goal pass hits the ground, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
This snap going to be our last before the 2-minute warning. Hurts now on third and goal. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. The Eagles with the lead here at the length. So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Very short kick here from the right hash. Elliott connects there, and they come away with some points on that series.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Here's Prosky Merritt to open the drive. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. That's going to bring up a Commanders first down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Washington.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Pitch out to Allen. And you hate to see it on the rookie's first carry, partner, but he is welcome to the NFL with that hit behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run of fire play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Again for the first time to Rachaad White. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Marcus Epps making the play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Daniels back to throw. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And he's taken down at the 30. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The Washington first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Design run. Daniels will keep it. He is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up 4th and less than a yard now. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Moody knocks it through. And our first half ends with 3 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. That's quickly out to McLaurin. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Throwing now, Daniels. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock. No chance. It's 3rd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these. Really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Going for it with Krosky Merritt. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. On the handoff, it's Barkley. Like the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now third down and 3.
Hurts with it on third and short. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Handoff headed right. Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have second and goal. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst.
And he's in for the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And lead now 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, a run for Prosky Merritt. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's Daniels on second. In trouble here, and he's not going to get away. They bring him down at the 22. And it's Zach Bond. And that sets up third and 15 to go.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Got to figure out this third down here. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. To throw, Daniels. Headed the wrong direction again, and he's dropped. Jordan Davis. And that's going to... The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Play action. Hurts has it. Caught by the open man. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Now Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets 2 there, and it sets up second and goal from the 5.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
It's Barkley again. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Eagles ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's third and goal. They're going to try to run it in. Barkley. And they'll pitch it out to him. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up fourth and goal. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Elliott connects there. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Daniels now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
They needed a lot more out of this offense than this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Now Daniels to throw. And it's off his hands and incomplete. So an opportunity unfulfilled on that second down. That means it's third down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Challenging double coverage, and they don't get through. Throw made it. Contact breaks up the catch to force fourth down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and There aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Desperation time here on fourth. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Mukuba makes the play. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception. And some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. Second down. Reaction now with Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. To the sideline and out of bounds, but not before he picks up 22. Man, it is a first down, Washington.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
Daniels on 1st and 10. Now 7-15, throwing the football. Back now, pressure coming. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Over the decades, you want to see elite defenses in the NFL. They have the big people that can run and the little people that will tackle. On that corner, well, he did his job there.
Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. So here comes 2nd and long. Here's Daniels. Complete to Diggs out left. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Emotional receiver left. 3rd and short. Daniels bails out of the pocket quick. It is almost picked off. He had the interception, but he couldn't hang on. It will, though, still bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's full with a nice pickup. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Hurts setting up to throw. And he's caught. He's got ground. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Hurts to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. Very close to earning that first down right there. Just shy of the marker before he headed out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested, but they knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Pass complete to Goddard. It's in. He's going to be stopped after a 1-yard gain. And that sets up an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, a run with Barkley. Gets to space right side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boomer bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Couldn't beat him again. He tried. He wanted that 2nd touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal line. Keep an eye on that.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Barkley. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly,